Halloween, we'll save it. Two-time All-Star, we'll save it. World champion, we'll save it, because we were talking with our good friend Alana Rizzo before he came out here. He said, you know what means a lot to him? The Roberto Clemente Award.
Yeah.
You've been nominated 5 times, and here in 2022, the Roberto Clemente Award presented by Capital One, it belongs to you. Why does it sit so heavy on your heart?
Yeah, it's just something that I think, there's a ton of accolades in this game, and there's a ton of things that you can do on the field that is extremely special, and all the awards and all the big swings. But for me, something like this and the stuff that we do off the field and leaving the impact on our communities, on our cities, on the game in that fashion, I think is even more special and something that'll last a lot longer. And going back and looking at Roberto Clemente himself, I think a lot of people miss how fantastic of a baseball player he is, or he was, and all the accolades that came, all the All-Stars, NL MVP, World Series MVP, batting titles, everything that he accomplished on the field, at least in my eyes, I think is kind of overlooked because he was such a humanitarian in everything he did off the field, and it's something that my wife and I, Courtney, take a lot of pride in.
Before I get to Courtney, because we're going to get to Courtney in a second, but I will say this. One thing I love about you and respect about you is that the way you treat people, the way you treat your community. You love being a major league player. You enjoy every minute of it. You've had to grind. You've had to refigure yourself out to be an absolute stud in the batter's box, not some utility player, not some guy that no one really believed in. So that's the one thing I want to tell you from me to you is that tremendous job on that aspect of it, and I respect everything you just said, because being a better person than you are a baseball player is what it's all about, and leaving a mark for the younger generation and fans, giving them a hello and saying hi, because sometimes it's hard, they want you to sign everything, like, oh, one more. And you used to go to the guy that always said one more, go to the guy next to him and sign that one, say, well, you said one more, I'm going to sign that guy.
Yep.
But I respect that about you, and I'm proud of you for everything. And by the way, you look amazing. This is amazing, by the way. When he walked up, I thought we had a GQ shoot.
The cologne.
Everything.
I mean,
the whole package. Now, let's get to Courtney. It's her birthday today.
Yeah.
Okay?
It is her birthday today.
And there's no
Happy
doubt
birthday.
your beautiful wife picked everything out that you're wearing, because that's how we are. Because if it was us, we'd come up here in sleeveless shirt and flip-flops.
Right. I was ready to come in a sweatsuit.
That's exactly right. Little hoodie, we're gonna knock this out. When you get to this part in your life now, birthday, like, what do you get her? What do you do for, like, because it's like, you can do whatever you want.
Well, this year it was an all-expenses-paid trip to Philadelphia.
yeah.
Here we are.
Congratulations.
See? That's the way it goes. So, Court, welcome to Philly. It's a little bit gloomy today, but we're going to hope this rain stays away.
The beaches are beautiful here. Beautiful here.
Right.
Hey, so Justin, something else that if Kev, do you want to get to the costumes now? Because you were, when you and Scotty Braun were going through Dodgers dress-up day.
Yeah, it was the greatest I've ever seen. I'm not kidding you. I
thought that was your.
I was like, dude, JT is ripped. I had no idea you had the obliques like that.
Yeah, I think if you zoomed in on the picture, you could see the suit on the arm. So what I wanted to do was get a Sharpie or a marker and kind of do like a tattoo to blend, the suit from my arm and really kind of cover it up. But I thought it worked out well. The best thing about this whole thing was Cody didn't know what Chippendales were. He thought we were dressing up as chipmunks. So that was the best thing behind this whole story. And
so good.
This is something that the Dodgers have done the last 4 or 5 years. Obviously, the rookie hazing and stuff has been cracked down on,
Right.
and instead of singling out guys for being young, we thought, let's have the whole team dress up, and our whole team, coaches, staff, everyone who gets on the plane has to be in costume, and it's one of the funnest days of the year. So
it's the best, and I loved everything about it. And we have Dustin May dressed as Ginger. I love the Freddie Free and Mookie Betts. I mean, the caddy situation. We have your costume this year, which was shirtless. Correct.
This was not a bodysuit.
Au natural.
This was me.
All natural.
Yeah.
Hey, that's great strategy. I do that with the baby all the time. Just put the baby in front. Oh, you see, you did it. You actually.
There it is. Yeah.
You have obliques.
They're there. They're there. It's not as sexy as the bodysuit, but they're definitely there.
But
some would
not
say,
bad, bro.
Some would say it's sexier. Oh, no,
right.
JT.
My guy Canelo.
Yeah.
Hey.
Getting called out by Jake Paul. I don't know if He wants that smoke.
He don't want that smoke.
I don't know if he
The
wants
greatest
that.
thing about this was Canelo actually sent me the gloves and he signed them.
Oh, no big deal.
So I actually got some crap from people like, dude, are you serious? You're wearing the Canelo signed gloves? I was like, man, I asked him for the costume. Like, I should have got the signing later, you know?
Well, shadow box is in the back seat. We're going to get that ready and put the gloves back in the shadow
Hey,
box.
can we get into something real quick? You guys are basically neighbors now.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, I want you to talk to me about now where you've joined, because this is big-time stuff.
But if you don't want to put it out there, you can just say somewhere in Austin.
Well, I need a position player. I've only got pitchers down where I'm at. I got Lackey, Arrieta, and Buckles, so I want you to talk to me.
I'm somewhere in Austin, and I am looking for some golfing buddies.
Yeah!
So,
I'm your guy.
we'll have to trade courses, you know?
Yes, done deal. We'll take the pitcher's money.
There we go.
Yeah.
2-on-2, you guys against Mookie
Yeah.
and Freddie. But I'm sure, like, is there any
Bowling or golf, did you say?
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure
Mookie's good at everything.
Like, wait, seriously, like, there's not one thing that the clubhouse knows that he's not good at that. Like, baseball, got it. Bowling, got it. Basketball, got it.
We haven't found it yet. We haven't found
golf,
it yet.
got it, right?
Golf
too.
DJ, we had a DJ set up in the
got
clubhouse, and he's in there spinning and mixing, and he's good at everything.
This is what's amazing. I'm not, because I bowl. I bowl. I grew up in a bowling alley. Dad, family, all bowl. For him to go out and have, what does he have, like 12 sanctioned 300s or something ridiculous?
He won't tell us the exact number, but I think it's like 12 or 13.
It's crazy to do that. I mean, people think bowling's like Tickle Bunny. Go out and try to throw 12 strikes. I mean, anybody drop a 3. I can't, but he can, obviously. He looks like a normal NBA player.
Well, we were trying to dig. Like, Kevin's like, let's do some investigating and figure out what Mookie's bad at. But
Nothing.
Turner says there's nothing.
And he loves bowling. I mean, I went to his 30th birthday. It was a surprise this year. And I was like, dude, what were you doing? Like, obviously it was a surprise. Where he was like, man, I was like polishing up my bowling balls. Like, like he was getting ready. Because he had a tournament the next day after his 30th birthday.
His own
And
tournament.
so, yeah. So, and that's one of the 300s he bowled was at that tournament. So,
Gosh.
Obviously, if you saw no one's in the bowling, so when you get to that level, you just rent the whole bowling alley out. Yeah, I'm coming in the bowl. Shut it down. You got it, Mook. You're up.
I think he has one at his house. I think he's got a few lanes at the house. So
Why wouldn't
Wow, that's show. Hey, something I got to get out there. I got a lot of family growing up in Southern California, like Kevin. Dodgers fans adore Justin Turner, and you put out an Instagram post, and I want to read part of it because it stuck out to us. Quote, I really don't know how to put into words all the emotions that I felt over the last week, but I'm going to try. All of your emotion, pain, disappointment, sadness, tears, anger. What the F happened? I feel it all. Obviously, this season didn't end the way you wanted it to, but you've had a lot of great years with that organization. What does being a part of the Dodgers mean to you and playing in front of those fans?
yeah, when you're a Dodger, when you put on that uniform, you step into so much history, so much accomplishments, not just baseball-wise, just on the forefront of so many things, breaking the color barrier, and Fernando Valenzuela, Jackie Robinson, Sandy Koufax, all these names that have accomplished so much both on and off the field, and getting to be a part of that is amazing. But also, in Southern California and Los Angeles, the Dodgers are ingrained into the blood of every single person who goes through there. So you're talking about generations and generations and generations of Dodger fans, and getting to meet them and spend time with them and hear about, why they're Dodger fans, how they became Dodger fans, telling stories about going to games with their grandparents and seeing the stadium built. And there's just so much history. And if you go to Los Angeles at any time of the year, it doesn't matter whether it's in season, off season, doesn't matter. You're going to see Dodger hats, you're going to see Dodger uniforms, you're going to see the jackets, you're going to see the Koufax jerseys, the Jackie Robinson jerseys.
Vin Scully's voice.
Vin Scully's
as a kid, right? We had
Jaime
that on
Herrera as well.
790.
Another Hall of Famer. Huh?
Right, there's just so much. It covers every aspect of the game, the legacy the Dodgers have left on baseball.
And you're continuing that. Don't sell yourself short. Justin Turner, the 2022 Roberto Clemente Award winner, presented by Cal.
That's a bad one, but you have to help me out with the Dusty Baker wristbands. The last time I was given wristbands with the picture of the person on it, Pedro Guerrero, I grew up in Los Angeles, big Dodger fan, went over there as a sophomore, and he gave me the wristbands. He had his picture on there. It says "Say No to Drugs," and I wore that thing in high school. It was from my elbow down to my wrist. I had these bony little arms, but it's the coolest thing ever. And now they're kind of back. They've been back about 5 to 10 years ago.
Yeah, they are. I think Dusty gave me one of his wristbands in spring training. So hopefully I still have one. yeah, I can ask if you want me to.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have to go over there and whisper to him. Say, hey, listen, Uncle Kevin.
I gotta whisper.
He has a checklist. Yeah, you don't have to whisper. But I just kind of down low. Is there any way he can get a wristband? And then, hey, you can give me this, yay, nay, without Parsi. You can give me that one, or he said no. I get it.
Or Chaz, you could just stay locked in on winning a World Series. If you wanted to do that, we wouldn't hold it against you either.
Exactly.
Hey, so coming here to Philadelphia, look, you guys play in the Juice Box, and that place is electric. It gets really loud. But Philly, this fan base hadn't been to the postseason 11 years, whereas the Astros in the World Series basically every year. So are you guys ready for this different atmosphere?
Yeah, I mean, we've been in a lot of environments throughout the season, even last year. But yeah, I mean, we love playing the Juice Box. There's nothing like it. And, this team, the Phillies, haven't been in the World Series in, almost a decade. And this place is going to be rocking. I mean, I've seen it on television before. I used to watch the Phillies all the time, and it's going to be electric here.
Funny you say that. I'm going to ask you a tough question. And you got to answer me honestly. Who's your family rooting for?
Yeah.
Oh,
they were big. They grew up in this area now.
Yeah. They used to be huge Philly fans, not anymore. Not anymore.
Okay.
If they're rooting for the Phillies,
that's right.
I'm not getting them tickets.
That's right. You got to buy those tickets. Yeah. And by the way, they're expensive.
Exactly.
So they better be
just a little bit.
Exactly. They better root for blood.
Exactly.
So, hey, Chaz, what's your earliest postseason memory growing up in PA?
I mean, it had to be the 2008 Phillies winning the World Series. Even in 2009, them going back to the World Series, I think they both played the Yankees both years, 8 and 09.
8 was the Rays. 8 was the Rays, and then the Yankees were.
Oh, that's right. Rays and Yankees. Them winning the World Series in 08.
Who was your guy?
There's so many of them. I could name their whole roster. But I would say Jimmy Rollins, just watch him lead things off for this team. But I also love their pitching staff when they had Roy Halladay, Cliff Lee, Cole Hamels.
Yes.
They were legit. They were legit.
Chase Utley. I mean, I loved watching him play the game. I mean, dude wore no pads, no nothing, get drilled, hustle to first base, take the guy out in second when you used to be able to take the guy out in second.
Exactly.
And it was like baseball.
Yeah. No, Utley's he was a great player. Everyone loved him in Philadelphia.
So, Kev, you brought up that this was a big-time homecoming for Chaz, but now, Chaz, you're maybe one of those dudes for kids in the Houston area. You got people chomping all over Minute Maid Park, and I'm just wondering, has Ryan Presley has he come to the right side of the Chaz chomp? He's still standing strong.
There's no shot. Yeah, I love the chomp. I know. It's just cool to know that your fans support you and they have your back, and it really pumps you up as a hitter.
You know what I love about you? You got the high socks. Yeah, you always been a high socks guy because I was always a low pant guy during BP. High socks up during the game. You've done that your whole life?
I actually wasn't always a high pant guy. I usually last year and even this year I was wearing just the low pants most of the time. And then I was struggling a little bit throughout the season. And then second half of the season, one of my oldest brothers was like, hey, maybe mix it up, wear your pants up. And I did that, and kind of.
Then you go Oppo.
Good.
You go Oppo.
Then I go Oppo Taco.
Not a big deal. They're sitting there on the East Coast.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be real, Chaz. Like, all you do is go Oppo Taco. I mean, the vast majority of your homers are backside.
Yeah.
What's the secret?
Yeah, what is the secret?
I mean, I wish I could hit balls to left field with good backspin. I mean, I'm just closed off, On my stance, my swing is all kind of towards right center, right field, and I like to get the ball deep a little bit. So, sinkers obviously hurt me inside, but other than that, I mean, I stick to my strengths, so low and away, up and away, and that's how I drive the ball.
So, Kev, I mentioned backside. J-Mac, I don't know if we don't have the call, do we? If not, that's okay. We do not. So I was calling an Astros game in July. Chaz goes Oppo and Hunter Pence, former Astro in Philly. He goes, Chaz got both cheeks into that one as they're doing the game. So he got the backside into it, and he's going backside.
It's the way you're supposed to hit, what he was talking about, letting the ball get deep, hitting with Oppo. I couldn't hit an opposite field home run, but I'll tell you something about the sinker. Tony Gwynn, I was struggling with the sinker, and he said, hey, where are your eyeballs at? And I said, I'm a pull hitter. I like to look in. He goes, no. Get your eyeballs middle away. Put your eyes out there middle away. That allows you to lay off that sinker. That's that nasty bowling ball sinker.
Exactly.
Roy Halladay threw it all the time, but it would stick to your bat. But a guy like you, right center, that's where your eyes go.
Exactly. I'm always looking middle away. So yeah, we're always kind of taught if you're looking middle away, you cannot hit the sinker in. So you got to lay off that, and I've watched Bregman do that a lot. He's done a really good job as leaving all the inside part off, unless he's sitting on it, obviously.
Right.
But when he's looking middle away, you can tell he swings at nothing.
You're able to take.
Yeah, exactly.
You talk about the teachings. I'm curious. I got to know, and maybe you don't want to give the secrets away, the teachings in the Astros organization, because we talk about it all the time. One of the most incredible things is this organization, how it just continues to chug forward.
Yeah.
All-stars can leave in free agency, and you know what? Boom, someone's ready in the pipeline. What are they doing at the lower levels of the organization to prepare you to just plug and play?
Good question.
Yeah, I think it's just how good they develop us, and how they draft. I mean, they draft a lot of good guys, and they know something, obviously, about some of us. And yeah, I mean, it's amazing to see how they've reached 6 ALCSs and losing a couple All-Stars and still being one of the best teams in the world. It really speaks a lot about the organization.
And it's time to give scouts credits, because when you said draft, because
100%.
It's such an underrated aspect that never gets talked about, but a good farm system and good scouts, and the drafts every June for every team.
Yep.
Teams don't nail that draft. Everybody's got a first pick. Everybody's got a first rounder.
Yeah.
And it's funny you said it, because they deserve a lot of credit. The scouting department, even the reports, advanced scouting reports, coming into a series facing a young guy, and you guys got a good report card.
Yeah. The scouts do a great job. They draft the right guys, and then you got to give some credit to our coaches in the minor leagues, big leagues. I mean, we get good, talented players, and then they kind of add tools to us, and that's how we develop.
Chaz, you saw Kevin's attempt at a Chaz chomp. Before we say goodbye to you, do you want to try it again, Kevin, and maybe Chaz teach him the proper
I'd rather
form?
Chaz teach me the proper form.
So
proper form?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's really just,
You can put the mic down.
Put the mic down. Chaz, let's speed things up.
All right, Kev, much better.
Someone like
better.
Gators.
And
Someone like the Gators, University of Florida.
Chaz McCormick of the Houston Astros. We know you've talked about it a million times, coming home to Philly. We know this is a special experience for you and your family, so soak up every minute, man.
Thank you. Appreciate it, guys. Thanks for having me.
Best of luck.
Brother.